Okay, good. Good. So as I said, today is going to be a training session. We're going to talk about so many things about this business. And I can assure you, for those of you that will give me your undivided attention and do what is expected, definitely you're going to get value for today. And you're going to learn more on how we can start well, start better for this year, 2026 and beyond. Because we're not limiting it to this year alone, but from this year henceforth, we can actually have a better business, a well-structured, plan-focused business for the year 2026. And so as I've said, we're going to be studying about our community because, as I've said earlier, some of you guys, we have been together for years, but we don't really understand what this community called the Peak Performance stands for. As I've said earlier, some of you we started some years back, and our initial branding wasn't Peak Performance Tribe. We started as the Leverage Circle team. But recently, after having a very deep discussion with some of our top leader, we make a decision. I think that should be last year or last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, and we collectively agreed to change our brand to the Peak Performance Tribe. And why do we choose this name? Why is the reason why we decided to come up with this brand, with this name, is because we want to live our best life. We want to achieve the highest possible goal in every area of our life. So we want to nail it all. So our community called the Peak Performance Tribe. Why I'm doing this for those people that are joining us newly to understand what we stand for, what we represent, our core value, and every other thing that associated with us, with our vision and mission. So I will start with that before we jump into the strategic training per se. So we, the Peak Performance community, is a lifestyle and a wealth building community for purpose-driven individual. I want you guys to know that. Our community, called the Peak Performance Tribe, is a lifestyle. We believe, what is life if you can't really enjoy it? So it's a lifestyle and a wealth building community for a purpose-driven individual. So it's not for everybody, but people that are purpose-driven, people that really understand what they want and want to go about getting it in the what? In the collective environment of like-minded individuals. So Peak Performance Tribe is a lifestyle and a wealth-building community for purpose-driven individuals, I've said, who want to master life, for people that want to master life, for people that want to have multiple income, for people that want to design a future of freedom. That's what we stand for. So what is our core pillars and what we stand for? Number one is whole life experience. We want to have excellence. We want to have success, not only in our finances alone, because if you are successful in your finance and you're a failure in your family, in your relationship with people, in your health, then you're automatically a failure. Because sometimes a lot of us, in not only in our country, everywhere in the world, we always judge people being successful in life based on the material things they're able to achieve. That's not true. So in our community, our first goal is to have success in every area of our life, whole life excellence, rather. So we want to have how we can achieve success in our health, which is the number one wealth. We want to be in the best form of our health, in the best form of our faith. Our spiritual life also needs to be increased, because whatever we are doing in this physical world have a very, very strong influence on our spiritual life. And there's the urgent need, and very, very important for any single-minded individual, to know that you cannot achieve or become anything in life out of what? You not being close to your creator. So we should understand that. So number two, our core pillars is also strategic wealth building. So we're not only focusing on wealth building alone, but other important area of our life in terms of good health, faith, in terms of spiritual life, our relationship with people, every other thing you can think of. But the second core pillar of our community is strategic wealth building, turning earned income into a working asset. Turning earned income into a working asset. So we don't want to be a community of people that will use all our valuable, or one of the most valuable assets that God has given to everybody, which is what? Our time. God gave us two assets when we're coming to this world. And the way we spend or use it will determine where we're going to see ourselves in the few years to come in terms of our finances. What are the two assets? Your health. You must make sure you jealously guide your health. That's one thing we stand for. Number two, our time. As we are a wealth building community, we are in the process of building wealth for ourselves and generation yet unborn. But as we are building this wealth, we should understand that the starting point for everybody is spending or trading your time for money, trading your health for money, which are the two major assets that God gave us while we're coming to this planet Earth. So in our community, the Peak Performance Tribe, our long-term goal is as you are making money from your sweat, trading your time, trading your health, one way or the other, your long-term goal should be, how can I convert this little income that I need to sweat for into an income that can produce a long passive income for you? That's another core pillar that we're actually working for our members. So I want people to understand, if you're saying to me most of the time, I'm posting Peak Performance Tribe, it's a big and a broad community that I can believe everybody that's open-minded to join us and fly along with us will actually benefit a lot. And I'll explain that to you. So strategic wealth building, turning your earned income into a working asset is number two. Another core pillars that we have as a community is leverage and what? Innovation. So using systems, partnership, smart investment. These are the things we are going to be focusing on as the Peak Performance Tribe. And I will tell you why we need to be a member of Peak Performance Tribe. Now it's free. We're not actually asking anybody to pay. But I can bet you as time goes on, when we're able to actually implement what we want to put in place, it's going to be a paid membership. The fourth one is the long-term thinking. Our core pillars is long-term thinking. We are kind of a community that will think about venturing into opportunities, partaking in things that can be there for a very long time. That's why we don't run on here today, gone tomorrow kind of opportunity out there. I know a lot of people have been saying, tomorrow, I can't do something that can start giving us money. No. I say, yes, there are a lot of them out there. But at this age we need to think beyond presence. So as a Peak Performance Tribe, our core pillar giving us a standard is thinking long-term, security, legacy, generational impact is what we stand for as a community. The fifth one is what? The community power. When we come together with the same idea, with the same like mind, with the same beliefs, it goes a long way. And that's what Peak Performance Tribe want to start for. So in terms of our community power, growth through collaboration. We're going to be doing a lot of collaboration, even among ourselves as members. We're going to be promoting people that are ready to showcase God-given talent among themselves. Maybe you have a skill to become a coach, and health coach, a wellness coach, or this coach or that, or you have any other thing you want to do. We can collaborate. That's why this community is there. So in terms of our community power, it's going to be through growth. Growth through collaboration, accountability, and shared wins are some of the core pillars that we're going to be pushing together as a community of the Peak Performance. So what are our visions and missions? And I said this maybe because I'm hearing a lot of people are just joining now, is because I noticed a lot of us seeing me posting Peak Performance or changing the brand to Peak Performance don't really understand what this stands for. And I believe we can use today, being our first virtual meeting day, to explain this, to let people know what we stand for, what's our vision, what's our mission, and is it a good community to belong to? And that's why I'm taking my time to do this. So what are the vision and mission of this particular community? Our vision is to raise a global tribe. We are not going to be limited to our country or to our continent, but we're going to be a global community. We have done that in the past. For those of you that have been with us, before we rebranded into the Peak Performance Tribe, our previous brand took us global. Global. I can bet that with my chest because I give all the glory to God. God made that happen for us. We are able to build community as far as in Asia. We have members in Asia. We have members in Europe. We have members in the US. We have members in Africa, other parts of Africa, South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, name them, Ghana, everywhere. So, and that has been part of our vision right from day one. We don't want to limit ourselves with our local environment. So we're going to raise global tribe of high performing individuals living extraordinary, balanced, and financially free lives. Because a lot of us need to understand that being in a community matters. You're a typical representative of the 5 or 6 closer people you associate with. That's why you must be intentional on who you call your friends. It's important. You must be intentional among people you hang well with, because either directly or indirectly, their lives, their beliefs will gradually affect or influence you. So in terms of our mission in for us to achieve this goal is to empower our members to achieve the peak performance in their health. As I've told you, we're not only focusing on money making. Because let me give you an instance. I always do this whenever I'm doing training. I have some couple of people that I'm training recently that I was asking them that question. A lot of us want to make money, want to become the next multi-millionaires in dollars, in billions in dollars. But the truth thing is, have you ever take time to position yourself that what kind of multi-millionaire or billionaire do you want to be? That's a very important question we need to ask ourselves. Let me give a typical example. Apologies, I'm not trying to call on or drag anybody or make anybody look somehow. If you look at within our vicinity, because I believe most of us on this call are Nigerians. Now, between this UBA guy, what is it, Tony Elumelu? We know Tony Elumelu is a multi-billionaire. And also this other guy called Cubana Chief Priest. If the two of them stand, both of them are wealthy guys, they're doing fine in their businesses, and they ask you this question: who among these individuals do you want to look like when you become a multi-billionaire? Let's just quickly do this and make it very interactive. Who among those two guys would you want to go for? Let's say the first guy, number 1, Tony Elumelu. Number 2, Chief Priest, Cubana Chief Priest. I want you guys to just respond to me on the chat quickly, please, before we move on. Okay, thank you, Mr. Samsudin. Elumelu, good. Okay, I didn't say the number, but I saw the phone number. Okay, good. Another one said 1. Who else? I want like 3 responses before we further more. I've gotten 2 now. I need 1 individual. Though I know most of us, I have an idea of what most of us will agree to want to. Good. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Tony. Now, why Tony? Why not Cubana Chief Priest? They are both wealthy. But the point is, mere looking at the two of them, majority of us will want to take after Tony. Why? Because he's a wealthy guy, and the way you look at him is somebody that shows how disciplined he is. Because your look sometimes, when you go to meet people, always say a lot. For example, if I had to do a business with somebody like Cubana Chief Priest, I know he's wealthy, he's an influenced guy and has connection in Nigeria. But mere seeing him say something about him that it's not a disciplined individual, I stand to be corrected. Because what is the essence of you being wealthy and you are not healthy? So in our peak performance tribe, one of the things we really want to add to what we're doing, which has always been our foundational goal, is making sure our members are in best shape of health. That's the only time you can enjoy whatever wealth you have been able to gather. If you have all the billions in this world and you have one internal ailment that you're spending money on, what's this life? It doesn't have any meaning. So I want us to understand that as a member of the Peak Performance Tribe, our mission is to empower all our members to achieve peak performance in every area of our life, starting with our health, starting with our spirituality, because we cannot do anything outside our faith or our spiritual realm. Everything you achieve in life starts from there. We want to encourage. We're not going to be using our community to force people to become to this religion. No. Whatever religion you believe in is welcome. But we just want to encourage you to be more deep in whatever you believe in. So as a peak performance, our mission is to make sure we are on top of our health, our spirituality, our relationship, our finances, by converting our active income into, note this word, a sustainable, lifelong passive income. Because why, guys? I believe everyone on this call, there's nobody on this call that will be less than 35. You understand? Or let's say 40. And what does that mean? In the next couple of years, majority of us on this call will be thinking about retirement. Majority of us might not get the strength to do all this, marketing this, doing that. Again, that's the nature. But whatever you have done with the little you have been able to gather will determine how you're going to enjoy your old age. So as a peak performance member, we want to start preparing our members. We want to start preparing us so that whatever opportunities we decided to go in for, as you are making money, put it at the back of your mind that whatever money you are making, they have three missions to be served. Whenever you make money, one part of the money is meant for your future. Is meant for your future. Another part is meant for your present, because your present, you need to survive the present before you can live the future. And the third one is meant for you to also give back. You understand? So it's not all money that you make. Whenever you make 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, and you consume everything, always put this at the back of your mind that you have consumed two other parts that you're supposed to send this money to. So as a member of the peak performance tribe, we are to empower members to be in the peak performance of their health, their spirituality, their relationship, finances, by converting active income into sustainable, lifelong passive income. And why this is important is for those of you that have been with us for long, you can actually confirm what I'm telling you. From the previous company that we participated with, which a lot of us make good money. But unfortunately, we couldn't keep major part of it. So we need to learn from our past mistakes and see how we can grow. So the goal is to help us to convert any active income that you're making, maybe through your network marketing, your forex trading, your crypto trading, your normal employee 9 to 5 or whatever. Anything you're doing that is giving you money, but it has to do with your participation, that income is called active. So which means if you're not there, the money cannot be generated. If you don't go to office for 1 month, do you think your boss will pay you salary for that month? No. Except if you have actually taken the permission. So we're going to be giving us training, education, and skill strategy that you or yourself, it's not this one that we're telling you to go and put your money there. No, we'll show you what other people have been doing that have been working for us so that any interested member can plug into it and start preparing for their retirement. Are you getting it? That's it. So converting your active income into a sustainable lifelong passive income through strategic partnership, viable businesses, and also innovative investments. So what are the benefits of becoming a member? This time I'll try to be very snappy about it because this is not our main topic for today, but I believe it's important since we are starting a brand new year so that every member that is in our group, in our community should know what this community is all about. It's not all about Vivo alone. No, we're going to do stuff, guys. Not only money making alone, we're going to do stuff this year, 2026. I can bet you. But one thing I will not do is I will not waste my time with people that are not serious. I will not beg anybody. This is not the year for that. That has stopped since 2025. So from this year henceforth, anybody that is committed, I can bet you have my attention. But those that are not committed, I will allow them to be. So what are the benefits of being a member of Peak Performance? Holistic life mastering. Holistic life mastering. Peak Performance help you to optimize every major area of your life. As I've said that earlier, this is one of the things you're going to benefit when you become a member. So we're not only going to be telling you how to make money through Vivo, we're going to be bringing experts that can lecture us on how to live healthy, maintain a healthy life, so that we can stay longer enough to enjoy the wealth we are making. So we're going to make sure you have an holistic life mastery in terms of your health, your spirituality, your relationship, your finance, your career, your businesses, name them, all those areas, we're going to be talking about it. So success in one area doesn't come at the expense of other. We want to make sure we achieve success in virtually all the areas of our life, especially those parts that are very, very of great importance to us. Number 2, strategic wealth building skills. For those that have been with me in all of my community that we have since, I think, 2022, when we have issued our previous company, I've been dishing out knowledges, how to train with crypto without giving your money to anybody. A lot of people, these are training that, I'm not saying for the fun of it, it cost me $10,000 when I joined that community. It's a foreign community. I'm not saying it to brag. If that permits, I can show you. It's a community of white elderly people that are using their money to work for them. And they learned a skill whereby they can leverage on AI bots to trade and be making money directly to their exchange, not giving it to anybody. These are some of the skills. We're going to be bringing people that will be showing you how you can monetize your Facebook, how you can monetize your Instagram, how you can make money from YouTube. Because we believe as a community, these are great ideas we should be sharing with ourselves. Not only focusing on one company. Yes, that company will be our major thing that we really want to push together as a community. But what stops it if you have extra $100, $50, $200, $1,000 from Facebook paying to you, or from your Instagram, or from your TikTok, or from your YouTube channel? These are other things we're going to be actually teaching members. Skills building, the skill set, we're going to be focusing on it. But as I've said, we're going to focus on people that are ready to work with us. Access to what? Viable businesses and smart investment. Viable. So members are going to gain exposure to carefully selected, not the English, opportunity that are carefully selected, innovative business models and investment opportunity vented for sustainability, scalability, and also a long-term wealth creation. And that's where we are not running after every shining object out there. Some of our members recently told me, Mr. Thomas, this company have been here like 2 years, not taking this, and the other people coming and making money. I said, well, you can make money now, but the question is, how long will they make the money? What do you think could happen the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months? And the little that they have made, they end up using it to build themselves in court cases, police issues, people giving you names. In fact, the mental psychology effect of it is even more than the stress you're going to go through. I've been there. I don't want to experience it again. So that's why I want to take time and work with a company that is viable, that does the right thing, even though it takes me time to build. Because everything in life is all about building. I wouldn't mind knowing that at least what I'm building could be there and give me peace of mind. So you're going to be having access to what? Viable businesses and smart investment as a member of Peak Performance. So we also have global partnership and leverage that we're going to be having access to once you become a member. You're also going to be having access to performance-driven community. They're not just to be a community of people that will just come to a group and keep mute. And whenever there's a post, they go there and spy, look at it and go. Fine. If that's what you want, no problem. The result will come. Then also, as a member of Peak Performance, you're going to be having access to accountability and consistent execution. These and many more. Though today is not for Peak Performance, but I believe we just need to actually share this with us as a member so that we can know, why am I even in this community? What am I benefit? Does it worth my time? Should I still keep staying in that WhatsApp group, or I should exit? So I want to share with every one of you on this call, and I'll share the recording with those of you that couldn't make it, for them to make that decision, because this 2026, I want to devote my time for few or those that are ready to work with us as a community. But those that doesn't, no hard feelings. We wish them all the best. Because time is the greatest asset that we need to use well at this point in time. So what are other benefits? Long-term financial security. Because we are not going to be jumping on any opportunity if we don't vent it very well. And apart from opportunity, as I've said, we're going to be giving people skill set. We're going to be having trainings. Like, for example, next month, February, I'm going to do a free training, which maybe after this presentation, if time permits, I will share the flyer with you and I'll start posting it now. I've been getting people that are interested in knowing about it. So as a member of Peak Performance community, which I happens to be the lead, you can have some other benefits, maybe having discounted rate, but the free, just to give you an idea of what it's all about, I'm going to hold it in February, and I'll share the flyer, share the information with you. These are not investment, it's not MLM, it's not a Ponzi scheme. These are industries that have been here for over 30, 40, 50 years that people have been building wealth and creating constant passive income from. I'll give you details after today's presentation. These are other things we're going to benefit as our members. So we're going to also have a benefit of a lifestyle evaluation. People that know us in our previous band as the Peak and the Leverage community, those days when we have the business that was working then, one thing we prioritized in our community then was good lifestyle. We have gone on trips together. We have held parties together. We have celebrated birthdays. We have done stuffs before we had some slight setback. But the Peak Performance doesn't mean we're going to exit it. No, we're still going to continue. And that's what makes community or tribes to be together for a very long time. So one of the things we're going to also benefit as a member here is we're going to be having a lifestyle gathering or events as a member. Legacy and generational impact. It's another thing we're going to actually benefit as a member. So all Peak Performance Tribe will be what? Equip you to build wealth, build systems and value that extend beyond you. So positioning your family and future generation for enduring success. The last but not the least is what? Clarity, confidence, and direction. And one that I forgot to add to it is philanthropic work. As a community, we're going to be having time where when God would have blessed us, we're making good money, we can decide to go to any of the less privileged outlet there and go and make impact for them. But it's optional. We're not going to force anybody to any of this thing they want to participate with us. But we believe that when God has blessed you to a certain level, it's your responsibility to also do what? To bless other by actually giving back to the society. So why I'm taking time to share this with you guys, as I've said earlier, is so that everybody in our community, we can all be on the same page as the Peak Performance Tribe. And as I've said, we're going to build a global community which we're not going to limit ourselves to our country, Nigeria alone, because we have people already that are outside the country that are with us. So that whenever we're doing a Nigeria branch, people in South Africa, one of our members, they can lead the South African market, replicate that same thing. Whatever we are doing here, they can replicate it in the UK, in US, in Ghana, in Asia, name it, whenever we have members across the globe. So this is just a few tips that I want to share with you about our community. And probably I'll be sharing the link for us to join the community platform that I've created. We're still working on the main, what's it called, the landing page of the website. We already have a domain called the peakperformancetribe.com, but we just designed it to generate leads for now. So we have actually given the work out to people that will be building the landing page to look much more better. And also, we have already created a community, because as a community, it's not everything that we are talking about we need to put to the public. So we should have our own website. We should have like our own community where we can chat, where we can send, do private training, because people that are not our members, they shouldn't be getting all these things for free. Because we can have somebody that's, okay, I don't want to be a part of the community. I just want to do Vivo with you. Fine, no problem. We'll be giving them the Vivo information, why they might be missing out in other areas as well. You understand? So hopefully before this weekend, I'll send out the link, and I'll encourage everybody, just register your name, create a password for your services. It has the back end where you'll be seeing any trainings that will be coming up, any skill set that will be coming up, because this is an additional benefit. In other communities that I belong to, guys, we pay monthly to become a member. But for now, you are going to have access to it for free, pending when God will direct us to make it a paid version. I believe every one of you are still with me on this call, please. If you guys are still with me on this call, please help me. Let me know if you guys are still with me. Just help me type in 111, 111 on the chat box to know if every one of us are on the same page. It's important we have a direction for ourselves, you know. Good. Good. So somebody say, okay, yeah. So thank you very much for your responses. So it's important we know this so that you know that, okay, this community, that this year 2026, I want to devote my time to being that their WhatsApp group or their Telegram group or whatever this. I should be sure what they stand for. Should I still devote my time? Does it want my time? Does it want my attention? Or I should just exit and go and do something else? We want everybody to make that decision for themselves. But before you make that decision, I took it upon myself to give you what we stand for and what we want to help as many of our members on this call and those that will be watching the replay to know that they stand to benefit. And I can bet you, by God's grace, we're going to actually get to the top. So these are the benefits that you stand to be exposed to when you make that decision to join us as a Peak Performance member. So now, start